And so coming into college, I would say I had lost a lot of my faith. I was not following the things that I used to be doing. God gave me a yearning for Him when I came here, and I had been here for, I would say about a month, where it came to the point where I was like, I need God, like I need this now. And I knew that the only thing that I could prioritize in my life was finding ways to pursue Him. I prayed to God and I was like, God, I need something here, because I was so far away from everything that I held so close before, and I felt like I was just losing my faith.
So we finished the 10th floor and we moved down to the 9th floor, and then we knocked on a girl's door named Brooke, and she let us in. Honestly, she looked a little bit afraid of us.
And I just come from the bathroom and I was like, I looked crazy, I was a mess, and I was like, oh my goodness, I look like a crazy person right now.
But she wanted to know like everything that we were talking about, so we just kept going.
And they said, hey, like we're here to talk about God and spiritual things, and I was just like, come in my room right now, because like I knew right then and there, I was like, this is God working in my life.
So Lacey shared the gospel with Brooke, and I shared my testimony on how God has worked in my life the last week or two.
And honestly, in that moment, I was just so moved, and I knew right there and then that my life had been changed forever. Like, I knew right there and then that God is just so good, and maybe sometimes you have to wait for His calling, but that time He worked so fast, and I'm just so happy about that.
I just felt really happy that I can make someone feel the same way that I did, because I know after I became a Christian, it was like I was reborn. It's like I just had this entire new life with new hopes. Yeah, so being able to share that with someone else made me feel like God inspired someone through me, and I felt like if I was used for God's glory, like I would do it again.
Before this whole situation, I would say that being a Christian, I follow God, I did good things, I did the typical of what a Christian would be considered. However, I realized through this process that being a Christian is so much more than going to church. It's so much more than being a nice friend. Like, those things are amazing, but being a Christian is something within your soul. And it's where you surrender everything to God. And so that's when I knew, when Lacey came back to my door and she said, hey, we're gonna share the gospel with someone else. We're gonna go from like door to door. I was like, okay, this is what God is calling me to do, and it is the right thing to do. So that's sort of how my perspective changed, because I realized it's not just about what I'm comfortable with, but it's about what God calls me to do, and it doesn't matter what my comfort zone is.